Hi, once again, thanks for joining us here on the Tennis Menu. Today is all about creating habits. And habits, to me, are critical for us coaches and parents to create in our players and our children from a young age. Why? Because habits are hard to create and they take time, but habits are also hard to break. So once you create the right habit, you're going to find it very hard to get out of. And on the flip side of that is if you create the wrong habit, it's extremely hard to get out of that habit. So we need to form the right habits and behaviors of our children, of our players from an early age. There's a quote that I really love, and it's, you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to your habits. So if you want to rise to a massive match and play a great match, it's only on the back of what your habits and behaviors are on a regular basis. So have a think about if you regularly get up at 7 a.m. in the morning and that's your normal time. And all of a sudden, one day you have to catch a flight that is at 6 a.m. So you need to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It is really challenging to break your 7 a.m. habit of waking up. And it feels awkward. You feel out of routine, out of rhythm. You don't wake up early in terms of your mindset, in terms of your physicality. You find it hard, it's different, it's out of your comfort zone. So what we try to do is we try to create habits in our kids. Every day, the same thing that we would want them to do later on in life. Whether it be in tennis as a warm-up, whether it be elite training behaviors of intensity and work rate and standards and mental discipline. But it's about creating those right habits from the word go. And when you go to a tournament and you go and watch that player play, they bring the habits from training. So for me as a coach, it's important to train the habits. I'm notorious for doing that on the practice court. I make sure the intensity is the same, the standards are the same, the mindset's the same, the warm-up at the start is the same, and everybody must repeat the habit day in, day out. Because once you get to that tournament, you're going to sink to those habits. So form the right habits from the word go. It takes time, it takes years to make them a habit. They're only behaviors for so long. Let's form those right habits and make sure that it's every single day, and catch yourself out when you're not doing the right habit, because it will make you a better player later on down the future in your journey along the way. So good luck with forming those. I think it's an important part of becoming a solid human being as well as a fantastic tennis player.